Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two wide receivers will be looking to be number one targets on the field in today's game. It's the Panthers going up against the Steelers. So let's go now to Charlotte, North Carolina, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Steelers, Panthers. Coming up on EA Sports, we welcome you to Charlotte, North Carolina for today's game.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance along with Phil Simms. And Phil, it's an absolutely gorgeous day here for football. And how will that factor into this game?
It's always a factor, Jim, when you have good weather. Now you can call anything you want and not worry about the elements disturbing your game plan. It's a complicated game. There's no doubt about it. But it's less complicated when you have good weather.
The Steelers are back deep, waiting for the kick. And Graham Gano has this one teed up as they gear up for kickoff. This game is underway. Fields the football at the 3. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The quarterback, already the winner of 2 Super Bowl titles and competed in a third, Ben Roethlisberger, who has the credentials to one day land in Canton, Ohio.
Big Ben Roethlisberger is the reason why they call him big, because he is. He can sit in there, take the hits, and still throw that football down the field.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. And it's incomplete. Just can't hold on that time. He is one of the smoothest, most effective running backs in the NFL, Le'Veon Bell.
Who said the Big Ten can't turn out great running backs? I used to hear that statement. Well, you can take that statement and throw it in the trash, because Le'Veon Bell is an outstanding running back in the NFL.
Second down and 10. Had it for a moment, but then lost it on the hit. As we set now, the defensive unit, Julius Peppers has lived in the quarterback's face most of his career.
Well, there's a presence when you're 6'6" and you can move around like he can. We've seen it his whole career. You can never get enough pass rushers like Julius Peppers.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. This is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense. The Steelers will bypass the punt and go for it early in this game. The Steelers lined up in the pistol. The Steelers take it from the 23. The Steelers turn the ball over on downs. Was the first overall selection of the 2011 draft out of Auburn, quarterback Cam Newton.
I think when you have the talent that Cam Newton has. No matter what you do, people are going to undervalue it. So they look at him, they see all that talent, and they just think he's going to win the Super Bowl every year. Well, it's a team game, and it doesn't work that way.
This series begins for the offense with a very good chance to score.
Newton's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Incomplete as he was looking short.
One player on this offense who can play wide out or tight end. The big target out of Michigan, Devin Funchess.
Well, I guess they're just trying to get every big person there is on the offensive side. They got the biggest quarterback in the NFL, Cam Newton, and they have Kelvin Benjamin, probably the biggest wide receiver. And you put
Panthers in for the score.
Phil, what a way to make a statement by scoring so early in this game.
You know, Jim, I love making statements, and that's what this team did. They went out there and told the opposition, we are better, we're tougher, and take that.
Oh, he actually misses the point after. Stafford's going to test the coverage this time. And a run back of about 13.
What a good job by the kickoff team. The ball's kicked high in the air, and they sprint all the way down there. The blockers can't get set up. Nice tackle. Now they got great field position for the defense.
The Panthers defense returns to the field, and they got to be saying right now, come on now, go for it again on your own side of the field on fourth down if we get to that point.
Well, we know why now. He's not a coach in the NFL. Making decisions like that, he'd be fired after 1 week. You just got to be smarter than that. You can't go for it on fourth down in situations like that. Well, when you get the offense backed up like this, you got to put the pressure on your defense and go out there. We need a 3 and out so we can get the football back and get good field position.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield.
2nd and 10. Looking across the middle.
Catch made.
Perfect defense called that time. They had double coverage on the wide receiver. They allowed the catch. The coach on the sidelines going, well, what else do you want me to do? We had the guy double covered, and you still couldn't make the play.
1st and 10.
Roethlisberger's unable to connect that time.
That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
The Steelers snap it at the 31. A nice ball is out. Oh, they cough up the football, and the defense takes possession. And they gather even more momentum here early in the game with the fumble recovery, Phil.
Yeah, go out there and make it happen. Don't hope the other offense makes a mistake.
Hold on a minute. They're going to stop play and take another look at that last one.
So they're looking to see if the ball came out before the knee was down.
I think when you look at these plays, most of the time it's pretty easy to determine. Jim, it's just always a clear shot. When that knee hits the ground, you can freeze that shot and determine if it's a fumble or down by contact.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
And after a quick review, the word has come in.
The play on the field will stand.
First down at the 45. Newton's running away from the pressure.
He is the leader of this defense. We'll be watching Joe Hayden.
Now, what you can do when you have Joe Hayden on your side, you can just say, hey, here's your guy, cover him, and then we'll move everybody else to do other things on the defensive side. That's how good he is.
The Panthers will take the snap from the 45. Tuitt's all over that offense and brings him down. The Panthers will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. The Panthers will take the snap from the 40. That's a good tackle, and that's a quick 3 and out.
The Panthers know what a situation they were in right there, and it was a tough one. 3rd and long, what are you going to do? Well, they decide to run the football, and I agree with that. If you try to throw it down the field, it probably was going to lead to a mistake.
The Panthers don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on 4th down. The Panthers will look to get to the 45 to pick up a first down. The Panthers from the 37. Newton hooks up with Greg Olsen. The Steelers defense probably in shock that the offense went for it on 4th and long, and they come up with the stop.
Well, look, I'm in shock. I don't even know what to say. I like to talk a lot. That leaves you speechless. You're going to have to answer a lot of questions when this game is over about that decision.
The Steelers will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you that players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
Bell in the backfield. Single back set. They're going back up top. Leaps up and comes away with it.
Well, I think we're seeing something we see with so many teams now in the NFL. Running backs who can do it all. This guy can run, block, and he can catch short passes and make long gains after it. Nice job.
Pass complete, but did not get them the first, so it's 2nd down now.
Bell's got it on the handoff. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
Bell's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Back here in the 2nd quarter, defense ruled the first. And what are we going to see here, you think, in the 2nd quarter, Phil?
Well, I think the first thing they got to do, Jim, is just believe in what they did all week long and preparing for the game. All the practices, all the film sessions, and just know sometimes it takes more than 1 quarter to get the answer. So stay with your game plan and see if you can find a way to make it work.
2 tight ends on the field here.
And the second quarter is underway with this snap. And Kuechly in on the tackle.
The Steelers coaching staff has done a good job of mixing things up today on first down. The pass catches the defense off guard. They pick up solid yards. Now it's second and short.
Roethlisberger's now completed 4 in a row. Second and 2. There's a flag right there.
Holding. Defense. Automatic first down.
Only 10 yards to go to the end zone.
First and goal from the 10. Roethlisberger, touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers.
When you look back at every single game, especially on the offensive side, you win and lose games by how well you play in the red zone. That was an awesome job by the offense. They found a way to score the touchdown.
The point after try is in the books.
The Panthers set up for the kick return. They've just lost the lead, so need to try and respond. Scores 7-6.
The Panthers are prepared to return the kickoff.
And this is Whitaker running it out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
Shazier's coming out onto the field for this next series, and what a rock he's been for that defense throughout this first half so far.
Yes, he has. You know, sometimes it's not about how good of a player you are, and it's about leadership. And he has leadership, and he leads his guys. That's why they're good.
Newton has everybody split out wide for this snap.
Almost intercepted that time.
Well, the quarterback can't get him open. He threw to the right guy that time, but the coverage was so good by the defense, nowhere to get the completion.
Failing to complete that one, so second down here. From the gun, Newton. Unable to bring it in.
In a situation like this, third long, if you're the defense, catch them by surprise and blitz.
Third down now. And now Newton's going to take off. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Just into the second quarter, and the pressure now on the defense to get the ball back.
Yes, you'd like for the defense to get off the field, not give up any points. But so far, the offense, man, they have been absolutely awful. They got to get their act together over there on the sideline.
The Panthers not punting. Going to go for it on fourth down. Newton's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. The Panthers turn the ball over on downs.
The Panthers go for it on fourth down, and they do not get it done. Now it's up to their defense to bail them out.
The Steelers offense coming back onto the field. It was a good drive for them the last time they had it, all the way down to the end zone for the touchdown.
Yeah, you know, in this game, Jim, it's all about momentum. And when you feel you got the momentum on your side, you got to take advantage of it. So now I think it's up to the offensive coordinator to call the right play. Well, there's not much to say about that play, Jim. It was a completion by the quarterback, and it picked up a couple yards.
Roethlisberger's completed his last 6 passes. Second and 8. Martavis Bryant makes the catch.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 60% on the day. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in the first half. We've got a defense out on that field trying to stand tall and keep this deficit as it is on the scoreboard. So, first and goal to go. Bell's got the toss, secures the football.
What a job by the defense down on the goal line. They were playing run all the way. It was a run. They got the penetration, and they tackled the runner for a loss.
That leads us to second down. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Outside now on the toss. Coleman's all over the ball carrier.
Tim, I love these situations. Third and goal, what are they going to call? They're going to run the football, they're going to go with a pass, and if it is a pass, I would look for something quick.
Coming up to the line at the 13. They bring in the extra tight end. Third down and 13. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. Bell's second touchdown of the game.
Man, the defense has to be down at something like this. They allow the offense to score that touchdown in the red zone. My gosh, you only have such a small part of the field to defend, and they just didn't get the job done that time.
Extra point was good. The Steelers ready here for the kickoff. And this is Whitaker running it out. And he spins away. That return's good for about 27. The Panthers really let it all hang out the last time they had the ball filled. They went for it on a fourth down to their own territory. Let's see if they're a little more conservative with this possession.
Well, you know, it's amazing. I want to say really a good defensive call by the defensive coordinator. But let's be honest, when you're backed up and you go for it on fourth down situation like that, anybody could have made that call. So just a bad decision on the offensive side.
If there was a beat writer covering this coach, what do you think the headline would be tomorrow in his story?
It'd probably be the first time I've ever agreed with the beat writer.
The Panthers lined up, bunch formation. Stewart's taking it on the screen. After the catch, it's now second down and 1.
Good job by the offense here. Hustle up, get that football snap, conserve time, and most of all, conserve that timeout. Those are big down the stretch.
Johnson's marked down at the 41. The Panthers signal for a timeout. They have 2 remaining. The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. Newton in shotgun formation. Over to Greg Olsen with the reception. And the timeout is called, so we're going to take a quick break and return in just a moment. The football just inside the 40 at the 39. Let's see what they do on first down following that huge play. Cam Newton intercepted. That brings the play to an end. That timeout by the offense. The Steelers will look to get set. It's been a close game so far. The score's 14-6. First down at the 26. Looking to go deep, and they can't connect.
Well, the quarterback that time tried to squeeze it into tight coverage, but no can do. The coverage is too good. The football falls incomplete.
Second down and 10. There is a flag out.
Pass interference. Defense.
First down here. Is it caught? Yes, it is intercepted. The defense is able to take the ball away. Second down following that incompletion. Bryant's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Steelers decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. Here's the first snap after the big play. Intercepted. An open lane. Going to take it the distance. The 20. The 10. And in for the touchdown.
Gotta love a defense that's not afraid to take chances. And this defense will get after it. That time they get the interception every turn it all the way for a touchdown.
The Panthers for the extra point. Extra point is good. Both teams head to the locker rooms after a half dominated by the defenses. We've got a close one on our hands, friends. We'll send it out to Larry Ridley to break down the half as we continue in a moment.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Panthers have an edge in time of possession right now. The Steelers, though, are still right in this game and will certainly be looking for a way to pull this one out in the second half.
They'll take it at the 20. The Panthers offense now will try to sustain a drive after giving the ball away just a few minutes ago before their defense came up with a play to return the pigskin.
Man, they should thank the defense bailing them out of trouble getting that turnover. And you're right, they're just giving the football away, not being conscious of holding it the right way. It's just been sloppy play on the offense.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. And it's caught by Stewart. Running room.
The Panthers did a good job that time throwing a pass on first down and picked up some nice yards. Now second and short really puts the defense in a tough position.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the first down. Second down coming up.
Stewart lined up in the backfield. Stewart's the receiver on the screen.
The Panthers just picked up a big first down that time, Jim. When you're down in the second half, every first down is crucial. Nice job that time by the offense.
After the long gain, let's see what they do here. Looking to go up top again on first down. He pulls it down somehow. That's his first reception today.
What a year Cam Newton had last year. Led his team to the playoffs, and he was consistent from start to finish. And this is something he does very well. Pressure the quarterback in the pocket. He's no big deal. He'll run and throw the football and complete the pass.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And a flag is down.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Players for both sides made an appeal, but the referees say it's on the defense. Only 35 yards to the end zone. First down at the 35. Stands in the pocket. Second down after the incompletion. Cam Newton takes a look now from under center. Newton to Olsen.
The Panthers, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Let's see how they back up the big play here. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage.
We don't always get to see defensive matchups these days, but today it's been exactly that. Low-scoring game, and it's because both defenses have really stepped up and done their job.
Yeah, a lot of people look at games like this and go, oh, that's boring. I think it's fun to see because we don't get to see it too often. And what it does, it puts a lot of pressure on the players and especially the coaches to make decisions that are going to give their team a chance to win in a game like this.
Offense.
That penalty is, of course, going to be accepted by the defense. Coming to the line at the 27.
Stewart lined up as the single back.
There's a flag out.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Players from both sides making an appeal, but the officials saw it on the defense. Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
The Panthers from the 22.
And he comes down. No, the defender tips it out.
Well, the most common thing that most offensive coordinators do in the NFL on third and long situations, they're going to call a play where they probably don't think they're going to pick up the first down, but they're looking for field position.
On the way, third down.
Cam Newton will take the snap out of the gun.
Dropping back now into the shotgun. Got drilled as he throws it.
The Panthers don't have a lot of options on third and long situations. The pass goes incomplete. and the defense did a good job of staying back there and not giving up the deep throw.
Going for it on 4th down.
Newton's alone in the backfield. The Panthers from the 22.
Carolina in the end zone. Touchdown. Olsen's second touchdown of the game. We're heading to the 4th, and partner, they look to have seized command of this game with that touchdown.
Oh, I think they have. They have seized command, Jim. They've put the pressure on the other coaching staff and the players. This is a great spot to be in.
Got a flag down here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Defense was trying to guess the snap count, and it cost them there. Handoff.
Hey, interesting decision. I think we're going to see more two-point conversions in the league this year than ever before, because kicking an extra point from the 15-yard line, it's not a gimme anymore.
He's got a chance to return this one.
And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30.
The Steelers have impressed today with some of these deep passes. Roethlisberger's arm is one of the best in the league.
Long passes down the field that are completed. It's still one of the prettiest plays in all of sports. It just looks majestic, and man, has he been sharp today.
Quarters formation here for the defense. Bell's taking the handoff. You see the rushing numbers now, and well, there's just not much to look at because neither team has run the ball very well today.
Yeah, really, when you look at running the football, it's not a strength of either football team, so it's pretty easy to stop them in situations like this.
Bell in the backfield, single back set. The Steelers take it from the 28. It's intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
The Panthers getting set to take over again on offense. They'll be trying to pick it up right where they left off with their last drive that ended in a touchdown.
Yeah, they're throwing the football well. And I'll tell you, I've been covering this game a long time. There's still nothing prettier than seeing a quarterback drop back and throw a perfect spiral down the field and watching guys catch it. That was a work of art the last drive.
The Panthers offense has switched sides now and has the football as we begin the fourth quarter. The final quarter begins with this snap. Jonathan Stewart with the catch. Gains 14.
The Panthers, they never back off. That first down, they got a small lead here in the second half. What are they looking to do? They're looking to march this football down the field and score.
The Panthers from the 32. Stewart's out there to receive the screen pass. Touchdown, Panthers. And With less than a quarter to play, it's going to be very difficult to catch them at this point.
Yeah, the chances of a comeback have almost gone to impossible. But I'll say this on the offensive side. Don't take any chances and see if you can just find a way to march down the field to score to keep this game going.
The Steelers set to return the kick. Steps out of bounds. The Steelers counted on the passing game early, but it slowed down after a hot start. Roethlisberger's tried to adjust to the defense, but it hasn't worked out.
Well, he's tried, but listen, there's nothing he can do about the offensive line. It's not been as sharp, and I'll tell you what, when an offensive line is not sharp, our quarterback's going to lose confidence.
First down at the 20. And off the mark on that short throw. Second and 10 coming up. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Le'Veon Bell has the catch. The tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
Well, when your team is behind, what do? Just come out there and get a first down. That's a nice job by the offense.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends. And now on first down for both. Charles Johnson gets to him for the sack. The Steelers elect to take a timeout here before the second down snap. The Steelers take it from the 28. McDonald's going to pull in the bullet pass. First down here. They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. James got it. And a first. That's another reception. Give him two. This will probably be the last play before the 2-minute warning here in the final quarter. Could have been intercepted. Just 2 minutes left in this one now. Back in a moment. Second down, late in the fourth quarter. We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one. Bell's in the backfield. Single back set. The Steelers have it at the 39. Le'Veon Bell makes the catch. It's wide open. He's in the clear. In stride, and he's home for the touchdown.
Short passes are just as important as the long passes down the field. This time, a short, accurate pass. Look what it leads to. All those yards after the catch. Nice run, nice catch, touchdown.
The point after is good. The Panthers are awaiting the kickoff. They still have the lead and must avoid any kind of mistake here late in the fourth. The scores 27-21. And he'll start his return. The Panthers.
Offense would like to drive for another touchdown, only they would like to think that this time it won't go to waste and their defense might step up at some point here, Phil.
Well, all they can do is just go out there and score again. Don't worry about your defense. Don't start thinking about that. Worry about your job, what you're doing on the offensive side, because what you have been doing has been terrific.
The Panthers have used the running back as a wide receiver many times today. Stewart's had to be a target in the passing game multiple times, and he's flourished in that role.
He sure has. Running backs love catching the football in open spaces. Nothing like it. Not like running the football where everybody's trying to hit you. Now, they catch it, not as many people around them, and they can make those big plays.
The ball is knocked out.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
Newton set. Everybody emptied out for this snap. He'll take the snap from the gun. Catch made. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down.
What a decision by the coach. You got a small lead late in the game, and here you are in a hurry-up offense. How about running an offense that just gets rid of the clock, gets rid of the time, get the game over with? That's the job. That's your job. Just win.
Still first down.
First down coming up.
They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
Almost intercepted. Advancing it now inside the 40. Newton's all by himself in the backfield for this snap. And intercepted. Khalil's there to make the tackle. The Steelers are going to use one of the 2 timeouts they have remaining. Now on first down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. The Steelers take it from the 38. My goodness, what a hit. And the ball falls incomplete. The Steelers are at the line, and they are out of timeouts. Bell's lined up as the single back. 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger sends it to Brown. Mark him down for another reception. First down. Pressure on every snap now.
Jim, good job by the offense here. You don't have any timeouts left, so you must get that football snap, see how many plays you can get in before the game is over. Well, we see it more and more. Football thrown behind the line of scrimmage. They do it that time. Nice catch, but a loss of yards on the play.
Loss of 2 on that play. He'll throw it over the middle. And it's batted down. Bill, it's 3rd down. They are in 4-down territory, and the defense knows that.
Yeah, and you get a situation like this, Jim, on the defensive side, you need one of your pass rushers to come through and get on that quarterback.
Did he catch it? Yes! Yes, it's a catch. The Steelers' last snap. Let's see what they can do here. Going to go to the hurry-up with under a minute to play. For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Two teams will need their quarterbacks to step up and lead their offenses on the gridiron today. It's the Rams going up against the Steelers. So let's go now to Houston, Texas, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
Steelers, Rams on EA Sports. Houston, Texas is the site for today's matchup.
Hello, friends. Jim Nance alongside Phil Simms. And I guess the big question, Phil, before kickoff is what do you expect here today?
Jim, I expect an emotional football game here today. We have two teams that are very disciplined, but can they stay that way? You let emotion get involved, usually sometimes you miss an assignment. And what happens when you miss an assignment? It usually leads to a big play. So control your emotions is a big deal in this game here today.
Greg Zuerlein getting his team set as we're about to get underway here. The Steelers are back deep, ready to return the kickoff.
We're underway here. Stafford's got a chance for a return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The offense is led by the quarterback who has virtually every Steelers franchise record for passing, Ben Roethlisberger.
Ben Roethlisberger, his nickname, of course, is Big Ben, and he deserves it. He is one big dude playing the quarterback position, a terrific thrower, and moves around and makes plays.
The Steelers take it from the 28. Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown.
Can you believe how steady and reliable this guy is?
He is. What's the phrase for it? He is money, Jim Nance. Man, he pays off every single time. You throw the football near him, he'll make the catch.
A game pass is intercepted. So the rookie quarterback will take the field, trying to improve week by week.
Well, he's getting some experience. It's not a lot, but it's enough to help him feel more comfortable and I think play better. He should do well here today.
Ball from the 46. First down at the 46. Out of the pocket. The defense gets a sack.
Well, every defense is looking for somebody to sack the quarterback, and that time the speed of the defensive end gets around the tackle and gets the sack.
Gurley's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. And picks up 7.
Third down.
Let's go.
Looking long. And it falls incomplete.
Got to give this secondary credit. In this passing league now, it's hard to make plays, but a good play there and another incomplete pass.
The Rams select to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. The Rams will set up. The 36 is the first down line. The Rams have it at the 44. It's complete to Todd Gurley.
Rams decided to go for it on 4th down that time, and hey, it didn't pay off. And of course, the coach, look at him now. He is second-guessing his decision.
The Steelers' last possession ended somewhat painfully with an interception. You wonder if they're going to try to compensate for that mistake on this drive, Phil.
Well, sometimes when you have a mistake on the offensive side, it does make you get more conservative. Let's look at it from the defensive side. It was just a tremendous play. So sometimes in the NFL, that's going to happen where the defensive player is just better than the offensive player.
I know you had a lot of experience at this, but after you threw an interception, what was it like coming back out on the field the next time?
Well, I tell you, I tell all my teammates, be alert. You might have to tackle again because I'm going to keep firing it down the field.
Bell in the backfield. Single back set. The Steelers will take the snap from the 30. Almost intercepted. Here's the player who basically lives at the Steelers complex. Antonio Brown. He'll outwork everybody.
You said it right. He is the hardest worker on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it shows. That's why he's productive on the field.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up 2nd down. It's a 2 tight end formation. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell.
The Steelers understand just get whatever yards you can every time you run a play. That's what they do that time. It's a short completion, but look what position it puts them here. In on 3rd down, this is something they can handle.
3rd down on the way.
Bell takes his spot in the backfield. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell.
You know, when you throw the football like that down the field, you pick up a first down. Now you can do anything you want on the offensive side, and you got that defense guessing. Well, this is good confidence for the offense, isn't it? To move down the field early in the game and get inside the 20. Let's see if they have a play up their sleeve that can get them in the end zone.
Third catch today so far.
Steelers offensive coordinator does a good job that time calling the pass down here in the red zone. Caught the defense off guard. They got the completion for a good game.
Stepping up, ready to spring into action at the 8. Has his target. Touchdown. Steelers put 6 on the board. As we get near the end of the opening quarter, they've grabbed the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, things have been rough so far, haven't they? It's been fun to watch. Each team is being very competitive and physical, but that's a nice thing to do, to score that touchdown and get a lead here late in the first.
The Steelers getting set now for the point after. Add the extra point. The kick is good. The Rams are ready to return the kick. Austin's going to test the coverage here. The Steelers defense walks back onto the field, somewhat inspired, I'm sure, about that last series when they came up with the 4th down play.
Yeah, listen, I agree. Sometimes you're in situations where you need to go for it on 4th down. But that last one, Jim, there was no excuse for that. That was just a horrible decision.
Gurley's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. And a gain of 4. The first quarter is behind us, and we'll step aside as you watch the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the action on a day where defenses have ruled. The Rams go with 2 tight ends on this play. And it's a gain of maybe 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
Back in Super Bowl 14 when these teams collided, Terry Bradshaw was the MVP, leading the Steelers to victory, Phil.
And Terry Bradshaw threw some beautiful, long, high, perfect spirals down the field. And those receivers, they went up and made some great catches.
They'll go shotgun here. And he's going to be dropped. And that's a 3 and out for the offense. Another 3rd down stop right there and into the second quarter of play now. We really haven't seen this offense on track quite yet.
Yeah, let's give all the credit to the defense. I like how they're playing on the defensive side. The defensive coordinator's making good calls, and they are making it happen. Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Neutral zone infraction, defense. Still 4th down.
And there's a timeout, so we'll take one with them. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
That timeout might be very useful for the offense. They're now ready to go.
The Rams will risk it here, going for it on 4th down. The Rams will set up. The 36 is the first down line.
From the gun. Makes the catch. Tackle made by Hayden. Rams know that a fourth down conversion like that can be a momentum changer.
Oh, sure it can. It gives everybody confidence. You get to call at least 3 more plays, you hope. And anytime you stay on the field longer in the NFL, the odds go up tremendously that you're going to get a score. Nice risk-reward play that time on the offensive side.
Game's trailing. That's his first reception today. And the offense will call a timeout. First down on the way. Going for the home run. And they can't connect. He had an open receiver that time and just misfired on the deep throw.
Yeah, I think he got too excited. The fact that he saw a receiver down the field wide open, he got excited. That's why he overthrew it just a little bit.
We're moving in on the 2-minute warning. One more snap first. The Rams take it from the 38. Leaps in the air and has it. Halftime, 2 minutes away. And now as we head back to the field, we've got an offense trying to get some momentum going before the first half draws to a close. Now 1st and 10. Very nearly intercepted.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback, you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, and you can knock it down.
Second down and 10. He was looking for Watkins, but this pass goes incomplete.
Well, your teammates are really going to respect you after something like this. Anytime you're on that field as an athlete, and when you give all your effort to every single play like that time, how about that? Just giving every bit of effort he can to make the catch. Not able to get it, but what a job of that.
This has been a long drive so far.
Always try to save the timeout or timeouts when you can, and one way to do it is go to the hurry-up offense. Good job.
Takes it across, and he's in for the touchdown.
You got to give the offensive line just a lot of credit. It's 1st and goal. They just line up and power the football in there. Nice run, but a great job by the O-line.
The Rams with a PAT to tie the contest. And the point after is good. The Steelers about to receive the kick after this game was just tied before halftime. The score's 7-7. They're setting up the return. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Steelers coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
The Steelers come to the line in a tight game here in the second quarter. The score's 7-7. The Steelers take it from the 23. Jumps high and comes down with it. That's his 4th catch of the day.
Not surprised at all to see this hurry-up offense in a situation like this. In the NFL now, you got to be the aggressor, and this offense is definitely being the aggressor.
Gonna take it home for the touchdown. A big touchdown right there. They're almost sure to take the lead to the locker room with that score.
All touchdowns are big, man. They're all exciting. They all make you feel great. And right now, the offense, they are feeling great about what they did on that last drive.
Makes the PAT. The Rams are ready to return the kick. Austin's going to start his return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. Tuitt's making his way back onto the field. And what can you say about what he's done so far? A game changer out there for this defense to this point.
Yeah, he's been dominant. His presence on the field, you can see it, you can feel it. It's really a lot of fun to watch.
First down at the 28. He will not get away. He's taken down for the sack.
Good job on the offense, going the hurry-up offense. You do this to get the plays in, but also you want to conserve the timeouts.
After that defensive timeout, we're ready for action. Coming up, second down. The Rams with an empty backfield look here from the shotgun. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with two hands. The Rams with no timeouts left. Third down after the catch.
Let's go.
And that incompletion is going to bring us to a very quick fourth down.
Quarterbacks love to see a receiver have this type of play. Even though he doesn't make the catch, the effort is outstanding, and he's given everything he has to make that catch.
The Rams believe they can pick up the first in this short yardage situation and keep the offense on the field. The Rams take it from the 38. The Rams get a first down. The Steelers use another timeout here, and they have one left. Everybody's back out on the field now after that defensive timeout. They come to the line, and it's first down.
Let's go.
From the gun. Oh, it almost picked off that time. Failing to complete that one, so second down here. The Rams come to the line with an empty backfield. Takes it from the gun. Should have had it.
Well, we still got a close game here, and you got to try to keep it that way. It's third and long, and you're losing the football game. Don't take a chance on the offensive side. Wait for your next opportunity.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Rams need to get to the 50 for a first down. Third down and 10. What a hit, and the ball falls incomplete.
Well, you're down. It's in the first half. You got fourth and long near midfield. This is a no-brainer. I think the coach, don't even think about it. Send that punting team in there, punt the football, and play field position.
The Rams don't want any part of punting the football. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Let's go.
The Rams will take the snap from the 40. Gurley's ready to run off the screen. The Rams turn the ball over on downs.
The Rams really feel confident today, don't they? It's fourth and long, and they decide to go for it, and they do not get it. That's a bad decision.
The Steelers offense, Phil, is on a roll right now with touchdowns coming on each of their last 2 possessions. Can they make it 3 in a row right here?
Well, we're going to find out. I like their chances. What have we seen that makes us think that they're not going to come out there and get it done? They're playing exceptional football on the offensive side.
Second down following that incompletion. Bell's lined up in a single back formation. Intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Rams retaking the field with their offense in a game that hasn't been very pretty here of late. Turnovers by both teams on the last 2 possessions.
Well, define the word pretty. I think if you ask the defensive teams, hey, they love this game. It's beautiful. So
Intercepted.
We've reached halftime, and we'll be sending it back to our studio and Larry Ridley as we continue with the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Larry, thanks a lot. Second half just about to get underway here as the special teams are about to head back onto the field.
And it's the same as a touchback as he's tackled right at the 20.
The Rams will try to put a little drive together and not give the football away, Phil, as each team seems to treat it like it's a hot potato.
Well, sometimes it is a hot potato. Did you know back in 1985, Jim, I set a record for fumbles in a football season? It wasn't easy to do, but I accomplished it. It was a lot of hard work, and I got it done.
Can't find the target on the pass underneath. Second down after the incompletion.
Let's go. Out of the gun.
Can't hold on here as it goes incomplete.
Now, careful, you can throw that out the window. Now it's time to be aggressive, take a chance, and put the defense on edge. Can you do that and give your team a chance to still win this game?
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10. The Rams get set at the line, needing to get to the 30 for a first.
And it's knocked down.
Just out of the half, and that drive can't be what the staff discussed at the break. The defense will need to rise up now to keep them in this game.
Well, the one thing we can say, the offense has been consistent. They have been stinking it up all day long, and that was another example. That was a terrible drive by the offense.
Fourth down and 10, and they're going to go for it. The Rams come to the line of scrimmage and empty out the backfield. Everyone split out wide. The Rams turn the ball over on downs. A strong stand by the defense on 4th down, and that should give them a lift here to start the second half, Phil.
You know, Jim, I like what they're doing on the defensive side, but I got to complain a little bit about the offense. They got to change their play selection to make it a little more difficult for the defense to make those plays.
And Brown brings it in. Steelers in for the touchdown. Brown's 2nd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown puts them in the driver's seat. Early stages of the second half.
You know, somewhere along the line, you got to take a stand, and you just got to say, I've had enough. And on the defensive side, they didn't do that in that drive, so maybe they could come out on the offensive side, find a way to score some points and get back into this game.
The Steelers getting set for the kickoff. Austin will test the coverage.
And that return ends rather quietly, short of the 20. Let's mark him at the 16.
The Rams have failed to come away with points on 3 consecutive drives. Their offense takes the field again now. What's caused them to go silent here, partner?
Listen, let's give all the credit to the defense. They are being very creative on the defensive side. The coach is calling the right plays, and they are just taking it to the offense right now. The more aggressive team is winning, and that's the defense.
Second down, about 3.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The Rams are at the line of scrimmage with a spread formation.
2nd and 10.
And Austin can't hold on that time.
Tough situation you found yourself in. 3rd and long, you're losing the football game. There are not many plays here that are going to pick up the first down. So be careful here. Don't be too aggressive. If you're too aggressive, you will make a mistake.
Out of the shotgun formation. Incomplete. Almost going in the other direction.
The Rams put themselves in a situation where the defense has all the advantage. They know the pass probably has to go down the field on 3rd and long, and they were ready for it.
Hecker is back now. He'll be punting. It's marked down at the 41. There's going to be an injury timeout here. We'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment. Bell's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. It's intercepted.
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Rams offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive. A quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive. They got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
Second down and 10. Williams able to read that play and make the hit.
Sometimes on 3rd and long from the defensive side, I like the fact that you can blitz. Send more guys than they can block. Make the quarterback throw the football quickly and short. Then it's all up to coming up and making the tackle.
Double tight end formation. 3rd and 13.
The Rams not punting. Going to go for it on 4th down. The Rams have it at the 44. Pulls it in. And Gay's going to make the tackle.
We'll go no huddle.
Another interception.
What a job by the linebacker that time making that interception. Gets in good position. And what a pair of hands. A linebacker who could do it all.
The Steelers have done a whale of a job taking their halftime lead and adding a whole lot more to it here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, they're just doing everything we saw them do in the first half. Just dominating the pace of play. And
intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did, they got the interception.
The Rams offense back on the field as this game has turned into just a big mess, Phil. As no one seems to be able to hold on to the football.
Nobody can hold on to the football. The play is sloppy. The calling of the plays has also been, I think, a little sloppy. Give these guys a better chance to make some positive plays.
2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's go.
Gurley's got it on the screen. And that's good for only a yard or 2.
No need to huddle. Hurry up offense.
Quarterback likes what he sees out there outside. He's changing the play with the wide receiver.
The Rams have it at the 44.
Look at that concentration as he makes the grab.
Offense still on the field here on 4th down. Needing 3 for the first.
Let's go.
The Rams have it at the 39. Watkins ends up being the target and the receiver. That's reception number 2 for him.
No time to huddle now.
1st down at the 27.
He's got the catch.
Find a way to score. That's always the mantra with every team when they get in the red zone. If you punch it in here, it'll give you confidence for the rest of the game.
1st and 10. Probably should have had that one, but it goes incomplete.
Well, we look at that drop pass right there. You know, one of the biggest cliches ever in sports. Oh, they're going to go right back to this guy to keep his confidence going. Well, I don't know about that. If you drop a pass, sometimes I might want to try somebody else to see if they can catch it when they're open. So if you get open, the quarterback will throw it to you.
2nd and 10. Scrambling out of the pocket.
And incomplete pass that time as he threw it short. 3rd and 10 coming up. Mannion's lined up. 2 tight ends set.
Throws the pass. 2 hands on the football and has the catch. Welcome back. We're about to get back underway here in this one.
The offense is back on the field here with 4th and 3 to go. Here is the first snap of the final quarter.
I'm not going to disagree with the coach at all making that decision. 4th and short. He just figures his...
You knew this was going to happen, and the coach disagrees with the call on the field.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The coach's challenge is not answered. The play on the field will stand.
Yeah, that's a tough. You know, I think if it was up to me in this situation in the game, I would not have challenged, knowing those timeouts, how important they are. We'll see if that lost timeout comes back and hurts him.
Ben Roethlisberger takes a look down from under center. Roethlisberger sends it to Bell.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
Roethlisberger's completion percentage, 60% on the day. 2nd down here. Bell in the backfield. Single back set.
puts a hand. Oh, he made the catch. He caught it with one hand.
Well, if I was the quarterback, I would throw it to this guy every single time. When you make a catch like that, as a quarterback, you must have great confidence in him.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 30.
Going deep. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
That incompletion by the quarterback, hey, I give the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football be incomplete.
The Steelers will take the snap from the 30. Had it for just a second, but then it came out on contact.
I'll say this, when you're in a situation like this, 3rd and long, and you're winning here, if you throw the football, fire the coach. And I'm just saying that because I don't think there's any chance they're going to throw the football in this situation.
Roethlisberger sends it to Brown. That's reception, number 7 for him.
There has been good pass protection for the quarterback all day long. He has not been sacked much, and he throws it there and gets another completion.
Roethlisberger comes out in the pistol. The Steelers have it at the 44. The reception by Martavis Bryant. Joyner's still down, so we'll take a quick break and be back in just a moment.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Bell takes his spot in the backfield. 2nd down and 7.
Roethlisberger over to Antonio Brown. Brown's been option 1, 2, and 3 on offense today, Phil, as he just keeps piling up receptions at the wideout position.
Jim, he just has that special skill. He knows how to get open, and the quarterback is putting the football on the money.
Back now in this one, and time is running out here in the 4th quarter. 1st down here after the completion.
Pass is intercepted.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
Let's get the injury report from Danielle Bellini.
Guys, I just spoke with a Rams official. All they're saying right now is that it's an upper body injury. But, guys, it's not one that will hold him out much longer. Back to you.
The Rams with the ball back now, benefiting from the turnover after giving the ball up themselves just a few minutes earlier. We're seeing mistakes start to accumulate here, Phil, for both teams.
Yeah, I think, Jim, that's what you call them. You call them mistakes. They are turnovers. They're just giving the football away. There's no excuse for that. Man, they got to tighten things up here in this game. If you think you can get a play off quickly and not use a timeout, you go with a hurry-up offense. That time, a good job by the coach and the quarterback. I like this. Show some patience. Don't try to get it all in one play. Pick up 1st downs and try to go down the field and score.
Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. Gurley's the receiver on the screen. And Gay's the one who made the big stop. 2nd down coming up. Time, obviously, a factor the rest of the way. 2nd and 12. Makes the reception. Mitchell's there to take him down. 1st down. Pressure on every snap down. The Rams signal for the timeout, and they have none remaining.
Coming up to the line at the 13-yard line.
The Rams come out with a split backfield. Snap it out of the gun.
Touchdown, and this game is tight.
Well, the touchdown still gives them a chance. Slim chance, albeit, but still with a chance to pull this one out in the end.
Yeah, it is slim, but listen, it's never over. You and I have done so many games where we've seen miracle finishes, so let's don't put this one in the win column for the team yet. Let's see if the other team can find a way to win.
The Steelers set to return the kick.
The Steelers are experiencing a little bit of a drought here offensively, having gone 3 straight possessions without a score. What do you think needs to be done to buck that trend here, partner?
I'd say it's a little more than a drought. This is some awful offense, and there's many things you got to do. You got to tell your offensive line to pick things up. When the offensive line is aggressive, it gives all the stars a chance to succeed, and that's what they got to do here. Offensive line, get it going.
Joyner's there to take him down.
Yeah, I love situations like this. This is when I was at my best, getting in the huddle and telling everybody all the things. Put 2 hands on the football. Don't anybody jump off sides. Don't take any chances. And most of all, stay in bounds.
Bell will get it on the toss. Picks up maybe 3.
That was a predictable play call here in the 4th quarter. You got a little lead.
I'm looking like I'm gonna get it, you probably don't get it. I come in your house with a microphone looking like I'm about to set up a show in your kitchen. I'm out of my mind, but I feel like I'm in it. If I never make it, don't make any difference. I'm still gonna kill it. You know what the deal is, I never know chillin'.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got a pair of running backs. We're hoping their number will be called plenty in today's game. It's Freeman's Falcons going up against Bell Steelers. So let's go down to Atlanta, Georgia, where Jim and Phil are on the call.
The Steelers ready here for the kickoff. Falcons are ready to run back this kick. This game has officially begun. He'll have a chance to take off. And he's brought to the ground. That return's good for about 13. Here's the former Boston College quarterback, Matt Ryan.
Size is a talent when you talk about quarterbacks in this league, and Matt Ryan every bit of 6'5", and he quarterback. He's changing the play with the wide receiver with those hand signals.
Gabriel on the receiving end. Taken down at the 21. And wide out, one of the biggest threats in the game, Julio Jones.
Nobody's second-guessing the Atlanta Falcons hierarchy now, are they? All those draft picks they gave up for Julio Jones a couple years ago. Looks like a pretty smart move now.
The Falcons come out in a 2 tight end set. Looking across the middle. Had it, but dropped it. Bud Dupree is one rookie to watch on that defensive unit.
And Dupree goes to the Pittsburgh Steelers. What a place for him to go. He's very athletic. When you see him, he's big. He almost looks like a defensive end. He is going to fit in perfectly with that defense.
First down, offense readying for the snap. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Takes the hit and throws. The Falcons have it at the 29. And he's tackled down at the 36-yard line.
Always good to have these types of runs. Yeah, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense. When linebackers move around like this, you know what it means? Nothing. It confuses no one. Freeman's looking for a place to run the football that time to pick up the third down and short. but nowhere to go. Offensive line gets dominated. Now it's 4th down.
Falcons will line up the first down markers right at the 39-yard line.
He has the grab. The Falcons roll the dice and pick up the first on 4th down.
Yeah, I like that analogy. Roll the dice. Sometimes you got to take a chance and hope it comes up 7. Well, I don't know about the 7, but they pick up the first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. And Joe Hayden has the interception. Roethlisberger's going to march onto the field.
Well, when you talk about Ben Roethlisberger, look, he's so accomplished for a quarterback in the NFL, never gets the credit he deserves. And I'll say it one more time, one of the best throwers of the football in the NFL.
Bell's in the backfield. Single back set. Pass is made, but the hit knocks the ball out. Incomplete.
Here's the offensive line. And for this team, they are the lifeblood of the offense. When they're blocking well, this team can do some serious damage. 2 tight ends on the field here. And it's batted down.
This defense features a first-round pick out of the 2013 draft from Washington in cornerback Desmond Trufant.
Trufant is just one tough competitor. Likes to get out there and mix it up with these wide receivers, and that's how you have to be as a defensive back. You got to be able to go out there and fight them, and no matter what happens, line up the next play and give them some more.
Has the reception all alone. A foot race to the end zone. Touchdown. Phil, that's a terrific touchdown here late in the first, and they've now taken the lead.
Shoot, touchdowns are terrific no matter what time you get them, though, Jim. But, hey, late in the first, what a way to answer for that offense. That was a really, really sharp drive.
Roethlisberger certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. The Falcons ready to return the kick. Spins out of the defender's clutches. And at the 25, he'll be brought down. That return's good for about 29. The Steelers came up with the pickoff of the quarterback last time they were on the field.
Well, I'd like to give him some credit, but let's be truthful here. That was just one awful throw. That's why it was intercepted. Doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side, so he is changing the play to the receivers by giving him hand signals.
Second down. Up in the air and comes down with the catch.
The Falcons will take the snap from the 40.
Matt Ryan with the long pass down the field.
Not too often you see a quarterback on these deep, high throws overthrow these speedy wide receivers. It shows you what a great arm he has. Overthrows him by a couple yards.
The Falcons approach the line, and they're going with their jumbo package.
And it's knocked down.
Well, it doesn't get much worse than this, does it? You're losing the football game. Now you're looking at 3rd and long. And, look, there are no miracles in the NFL. I'll tell you that. So be smart. If the play is not there, don't force it. Dump it off and wait for the next time you get it.
It'll be 3rd down.
Coleman's lined up as the single back.
They're setting up screen.
Underneath, but can't find the mark that time as the pass goes incomplete. Falcons elect to go for it and bypass the punt on 4th down. Ryan from the gun. Got the completion. On his way. Tackle made by Hayden. The Steelers might have been caught off guard there on that 4th down play.
Well, why? Why would you be caught off guard in a situation like this? You always have to be ready on the defensive side. That time they were not.
From inside the red zone. End of one here in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be back momentarily for the start of the second. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Atlanta in the end zone. Touchdown. The second quarter just barely underway, and they've erased the deficit and tied things with that touchdown.
Yeah, Jim, this kind of reminds me of a chess match. It's a good job going out there tying things up. Now we'll see the strategy from the other team.
Driving extra point is good. Ryan's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. Takes off from the 5. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Steelers offense preparing to get this drive underway. Their last possession ended in a touchdown. Phil, let's see if they can do it again.
Very well done. Love what I saw out there on the offense the last time. They mixed it up and they showed a lot of confidence. You can see the speed of the football team and try to duplicate what they just did. Antonio Brown just gets better every time you see him. One of the hardest workers on the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it shows.
First down and 10. Intercepted. Maybe that pick will be a momentum builder for this team at the start of the second.
Well, I know the offensive coordinator sitting over there going, I sure hope so. So he's not happy the way his team has played on the offensive side so far. Give him a play, catch the defense by surprise, and get this lead.
First down at the 41. Launching it deep. Hauls it in. What a goal, what a catch. That's another reception, giving him 2.
I think Matt Ryan showed a lot of people in the NFL, me included, that he can throw the long ball down the field as well as anybody.
Ryan's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. Shazier's in on the tackle.
Freeman's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
That's second down coming up. The Falcons at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. Freeman's going to secure the handoff. Tuitt's all over that offense and brings him down.
The Falcons know one of the worst things you could do in the NFL is lose yardage on a run play. They do it that time on second down, and now they have 3rd and long, and the coach is going, well, what do you want me to call? Not many things can work on 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down coming up. Halftime is coming up, but first we reach the 2-minute warning. Welcome back. Halftime just a couple of minutes away as we resume play out of the 2-minute warning. Coleman's lined up now as the running back behind the quarterback. And they get the sack. They bring back out the offense to go for it. No time to huddle right now. They go right to the hurry-up.
Well, in this hurry-up offense, such a big part of the NFL. So many close games. You better be good in the hurry-up offense.
The Falcons have it at the 29. Falcons turn the ball over on downs.
The Steelers do a great job here on defense, making the stop on 4th and long.
Yeah, 4th and long, there's only so few things you can do, Jim. So the defense was ready. They're well coached in situations like this, and they get it done.
The Falcons have been more than up to the challenge today defensively. We're nearing halftime, and they've allowed the opposing offense to get almost nothing positive going at all, Phil.
Well, you know what we got?
It's intercepted!
Nice job of the defense that time. In position, they read the quarterback's eyes, and it led to an interception.
The Falcons will try to hold on to the football. This has been one big turnover after another, Phil. Just what the coaches talked about in our meetings with him this week about ball security. It's not happening here.
Well, it tells you the players did not listen to the coaches, that's for sure, because ball security is not what we're seeing out there. I know this. Next week in practice, there's going to be a lot of drills about hanging on to the football.
The defense accepts the penalty. The Falcons head to the line. Second quarter of a tie game. The score's 7-7. First down at the 34. Looking at every option. Incomplete. The hit jarred the ball loose. Tremendous defensive play that time, making sure that pass was not completed.
That job is getting harder and harder, isn't it, for defenders to jar the football loose? Because just about anywhere you hit the receiver, it's illegal. But a good legal hit that time, it knocks the ball loose.
And it's swatted away. The pass play fails to work, and now it's third down. Should have had it. We're inching closer to halftime, and you have to think the focus for both of these teams at the break is how to get their offenses going.
Two simple things. You want to keep the defenses playing the way they have, so just keep doing what you've done so far. On offense, look for new ways. Move people around. Give your players a little better chance of making plays down the field.
The Falcons have it at the 34. Looking long. He reaches up and grabs it. That's his third catch of the day. The Steelers defense has to be demoralized by that fourth down conversion allowed.
I think any time on the defensive side when you give up a fourth down conversion, it is heartbreaking, and it has to be heartbreaking for the defense right now.
First and 10. He'll throw it over the middle, and this is dropped.
Good job that time by the secondary. They're in good position. They make the play, and it's an incomplete pass by the quarterback.
They come to the line of scrimmage at the 20.
Corners are backing off here. Ryan's ready for the snap. Empty backfield.
Got hit on release.
Following that incompletion, it sets up 3rd and 10.
The quarterback's picked up on something. He's changing the play here.
Ryan takes it from the gun. Hayden nearly comes away with the pick on that pass.
Things get tight down here in the red area. I got to give the defensive man a lot of credit, though. In position, sees the ball thrown, and is able to get that hand up there and knock it down.
This will be a field goal attempt from 37 yards out.
The kick is good. The field goal to take the lead here late in the first half.
A lot of good signs for this football team. Taking the lead. We've had some good coaching so far. Some good play by the players. Man, nothing but positive feedback so far in this game.
Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23.
And Bell on his way back onto the field. They've fallen behind here, and maybe it has something to do with the fact that he hasn't really been able to do anything on the ground to this point.
Oh, I think it's everything to do with why they're behind in this game so far here today, Jim. And listen, the coach has got to call some different plays. What they've been running has not worked. Time for a different look.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. First down here after the completion. Bryant's got it on a pass, had some heat on it. The Steelers, one timeout remaining. Line of scrimmage, the 27. This play set up by the long gainer. And there's a drop. The Steelers will take a second here to talk things over as they call a timeout on second down. Second down coming up. Bell's lined up directly behind the quarterback here. It's complete to Martavis Bryant. Allen's there that time for the tackle. One half down, and both offenses still searching for answers. We've got a defensive battle on our hands, and Larry Ridley is coming up next.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Falcons are happy to be in front, and they'll look to play another solid half of football. The Steelers know it's always hard to come in and get a win on the road, but they're not out of this one yet.
Okay, Larry, looking sharp back in that studio. Thank you for that. And now we're ready to get the third quarter underway as these teams take the field. Just across the 20 and tackled at the 21. The Falcons defense trying to crack down yet again on the opposition, leading through two quarters and leading the way for this team.
I like the way they played in the first half on the defensive side, so make sure you don't lose that thought process and that confidence that you gained in what you did in the first half, and go out there and attack this offense.
First down at the 21. Bryant's got it on a pass that had some heat. That's 5 receptions on the day.
The Steelers did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
And that pass from Roethlisberger will go incomplete.
That was an incomplete pass that time against cover 2, the 2 deep safeties. And you really want to throw the football down the middle or deep down the sidelines. That time the quarterback didn't do that, and that's why it was incomplete.
The defender able to knock it away.
Well, I think it's important for the defense. Anytime it's a third and long situation for the offense to know where those first down markers are, give a little ground, and make sure you're able to come up and make the tackle short of the first down marker.
Roethlisberger set in the pistol. The Steelers will take the snap from the 35. It's on target to Martavis Bryant, and he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first.
The Steelers look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Now 1st and 10. And it's batted down. And now they'll try over again on 2nd down. The Steelers break huddle and show a jumbo look. The catch by Bell, and they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Boy, his head got yanked back the other way. An obvious face mask penalty, and that's a big one.
It's about safety of the players, too. That's why when you grab, hit the helmet in certain situations, it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. Don't grab the face mask. Big first down by the offense that time. Here in the second half, they're losing a close game, and you get that first down. It just gives you confidence. It opens up the playbook, and it just gives you a better chance of going down the field and getting the score.
McDonald's there to catch a ball that had a lot of heat on it.
Good job by the offense getting the first down in the red zone. Now it becomes tricky. Can you deceive the defense where you get a chance to get a score?
First and goal from the 3. Bell's handed the football. Claiborne's in on the tackle. Taking a look at the rush totals. Both these defenses have to be happy with those numbers.
Yes, Jim, I'm sure they're happy. What they've done, they've made the offense one-dimensional. So when you have an offense that can't run, just think about one thing. And what's that? Go after that quarterback.
Second and goal from the 2.
When you get third goal, a lot of times it just comes down to who's willing to fight the hardest. We'll find out here in a second.
Football sits at the 2. Third and goal to go from the 2. This time, they failed to pick up the first on third down. A rare occurrence here today.
Take the points. That's what I'm telling you, Coach. Take the points. You didn't get it done on third and goal. Get 3 points and keep momentum on your side.
Going for it on fourth down. Just a quick drop back.
In his hands, complete, touchdown.
The head coach decides he wants to be the aggressor in this situation. On fourth and goal, he goes for it. Nice play call that time.
Inside of the uprights. Falcons back now for the return. Going to look to try and get back on top. Scores 14-10. He'll take it from the 1. The Falcons have gone up top all day, Phil. Ryan's been showing off that cannon he has for an arm.
Yeah, he's got it all, doesn't he? When you watch him throw the football down the field, you can see the arm strength, but the biggest thing is you can see that wonderful touch on the football. He is laying that football in there right on the money.
Going to be a penalty here.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
That's what happens when you try to guess the snap count. The Falcons call timeout, and they'll have 2 remaining. Falcons step up to the line, employing now their jumbo package. The Falcons now move the chains. That's his first reception today.
When you get down in the red zone, the offensive coordinator's got to call a play that deceives the defense. Let's see if he can do it. His team is down. He needs a big play here. Now he's going to change the play. Look out. I think he's going to go down the field with the football.
Almost intercepted that time.
Good job that time by the defensive player. He reads the quarterback, gets in position down near his own end zone, knocks that pass down.
Second down now. One last play before the quarter ends. Joe Hayden has the interception.
late third quarter, and the defense gets the football back with the interception.
Yeah, it's about time. It's time they made that play. They've been in position a few times today, and they didn't take advantage of the situation. But that time, they got the right call, the right defense, and they made the play.
The Steelers offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil.
And intercepted.
We head to the fourth. Which of these defenses will crack first? We'll be back after this. The Falcons offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football, so you may be aggressive and see if you can score some points. It's a nice play that time by the defense. The offense is inside your red zone. You got to stop them from scoring. That was a good job of swatting the football away.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of.
Makes the grab. Touchdown. Still a lot of game to go, but they've taken the lead on that touchdown.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Anytime you take the lead in the fourth quarter, that is a huge deal because we're talking about limited possessions, limited time on the play clock. This puts a lot of pressure on the other team.
It's good. The Steelers set to return the kick. Fields the football at the 8. And he's tackled right at the 30-yard line after that return.
The Steelers offense back on the field, trying to make up for that costly mistake. The last time they had the ball, the turnover they committed immediately turned into points against them.
Yeah, it did, Jim, but you know what? It's not a perfect game. You got to deal with adversity when you're talking about football. So you made that mistake, let it go, and go out there, be aggressive, and see if you can score some points.
Defense. Still first down.
First down at the 35. Reaches out and snatches it. No one's going to get him now. The 10. Nobody was going to catch him there. Touchdown. And they've taken charge of this game now. That touchdown giving them the lead here early in the fourth.
And what you're saying to the other team is, hey, now you have to come to us. You want to win, they have to force the issue. This puts a tremendous, tremendous positive aspect for the defense going out there on the field.
The Steelers line up now for the point after. And the extra point is good. The Falcons' return team is in position. Perhaps they can run one out pretty deep and shift the momentum. The scores 21-17. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line.
Falcons come back out. Let's see if they can answer now with a touchdown of their own. Of course, last time the offensive unit was on the field, they took it down, marched in for a score.
I don't see why they can't answer. Everything is working, and so they're coming out there full of confidence. And we know football players, especially on the offensive side, when they have confidence, man, they play their best.
And Freeman has the catch. Mitchell's in on the tackle. They're going to the hurry-up offense, and they're back to the line quickly.
First down at the 36. Freeman's got it. Screen. And they bring him down at the 36-yard line.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
This game is not over, but the quarterback knows that time is short, and his team must do something in a hurry. Pass is intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled, being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
Coming into this game, I think most fans were hoping the matchup would go just like this. Two great quarterbacks going back and forth in a tight game.
Yeah, they're playing so well. Don't even have to talk much, which I don't know if I enjoy, but they're playing at a very high level, Jim, and you got to think whoever has the football last is the one that's going to win this game.
The clock's really become a factor here, and the defense knows it has to get off the field as soon as possible to give the team a chance.
Steelers offense, they know it's more than just about their defense. The offense did a good job that time picking up the first down. That's what you want to do. You got a small lead in the second half. Keep getting those first downs and eat that clock up. Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
2 minutes to go in the second half. We have 2 minutes remaining, and the defense knows it must step up big now. 1st and 10. The reception by Antonio Brown. That's a timeout call. Only 9 yards to go. Roethlisberger from the gun. It's knocked down.
Gets tight down here in the red zone. So if you're a defender, read the quarterback, you make a quick break on the football, hey, you get in a position like this, you can knock it down.
This is 3rd down. Dropping back 3. With 2 hands, he has it. And he's on the sidelines out of bounds.
When you have a lead in the 4th quarter, you like these short completions because you pick up yards and that clock keeps moving.
The offense back out on the field here for this 4th and short play. Crucial play here. 4th down on the way. And he's taken down.
Holding. Defense.
It's 1st down as they head to the line. Can't hold on here as this falls incomplete.
So many times when you drop a football in the NFL, a pass like that, it's because of lack of concentration. You're just not serious about what you're doing.
The Falcons come out in a dime package. 2nd and goal from the 2.
Intercepted. And a touchback.
This defensive coordinator, he is one aggressive dude. He keeps going after this offense, and finally he gets the interception inside their own 20-yard line and stops the offense from getting any points.
Matt Ryan marching back into the huddle, and this has to be the make-or-break moment in this ball game, partner.
And I'm sure he is not worried about that, Jim. We've seen him in this situation so many times, and I'll say this, most of the time he comes through and gets it done. That's a wonderful job that time by the secondary. Everybody's in position, nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass. They're changing things here. The quarterback changing. He's giving the receiver some new instructions.
And it's swatted away. Huge 3rd and long coming up, and they're certainly in 4-down territory as well. Matt Ryan from the shotgun. Looking long to Julio Jones. What a one-handed catch. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way. The Steelers are going to burn the first of their 3 timeouts right here. The defense needed to slow this game down. That timeout might be very useful. Now they're ready to go.
Set up now at the 28-yard line.
First down at the 28. Down the field. The ball is taken out of his hands.
Sometimes when you have a player with this kind of talent, you're willing to put up with a few drop passes because when he catches it, he has a chance of going all the way.
The Falcons head to the line. They've got 1 timeout left in the game.
They bring in the extra tight end. 2nd down and 10.
Matt Ryan's pass incomplete, intended for Jones.
Well, sometimes when you have a talented receiver, you just got to put up with plays like that. He might drop a few, but when he does catch it, they can make a big play.
Matt Ryan will be taking this one from the gun. Falcons take it from the 28.
Gabriel takes the pass. Gains 15. 1st down. Pressure on every snap now.
You know, you go to the hurry-up offense so you can get a high number of plays in, but also you don't want to use the timeout.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
The defense, a little jumpy right there.
Still 1st down.
The Steelers call a timeout and are left now with only 1. The Steelers return now. They're leading, but this defense knows it's all on them to play big inside the red zone. Now on 1st down, every snap crucial the rest of the way.
Look out, they're changing the play to take advantage of something they see on the defensive side.
Catch made. Wow, what a time. Touchdown near the end of this one. What a way to finish off that drive. A little flick for the touchdown, and now we'll see if this can go back the other way for a score.
Well, quarterbacks, man, they love those goal line passes because they're easy and you get a touchdown pass. But how about that drive? That was awesome.
So with this late lead change, we've had another twist in what's been a great game, and now we'll see if this offense has one more drive in them.
Return's good for about 23.
Well, here we go, partner. As this defense retakes the field, it knows exactly what it has to do. A stop right now, and this one will be in the books as a W.
Yeah, it's never easy, though, Jim. Somebody's got to make that play. You got to play as a group. You got to show emotion. And most of all, you got to be tough.
The Steelers will need to get to the 37-yard line in order to give their kicker a chance at the field goal. The Steelers will walk to the line. They've used up their timeouts at this point. The Falcons with a nickel look here on defense.
2nd and 10. Looking to go down the field here. Snatches it with one hand. First down. Pressure on every snap now.
Good job by the offense here, Jim. Be in a hurry-up mode. You have no timeouts left. You need to get this play clock stopped.
And as he's taken down, that's going to seal it, as they will not get another playoff in time.
It was a nail-biter. It wasn't pretty, but it goes down as a victory.
It's even sweeter when you win a close game in the league because you know how hard it is. And to make that one play, that was the difference. Whew, a lot of joy in the locker room.
So for Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nance saying so long for now.